Hello everyone, we are learning the subject of electromagnetic field theory on the chapter of transmission line. So we will see here today in the transmission line the very important content is nothing but the Smith chart. So what is the use of the Smith chart? Why we are learning this the content which is too important in this subject, that is electromagnetics. So this Smith chart plays a very important role with the help of this Smith chart we can find many parameters which are related to the transmission line. So just like here the impedances, voltages, currents, all which are repeatedly every time which are using to find out every half wavelength. So even to find out the standing wave ratio, okay, that standing wave ratio in terms of the voltage, so that will be the voltage standing wave ratio, the reflection coefficient, and many more things can be easily found out with the help of this Smith chart. So if the load impedances is normalized by the characteristics impedance of the line, the voltage, current, impedance, all these things can be easily find out with the help of this Smith chart. So this Smith chart is you can say this is one of the tool for the analysis or analyzing the transmission line parameters. So and with the help of this Smith chart, all the parameters which we can place, we can analyze, we can find out with the help of this chart. So the combination of intersecting the circle inside all the charts allows the location of your the impedances, okay, whether it's a normalized or unnormalized, that is easily we can find. So this is the what we can say, how the Smith chart looks. So this is the shape of the Smith chart by which the circular portion is there, and in that various parameter can be found easily. That is nothing but your the reactances, that is nothing but your the resistances, that is nothing but your the impedances, not only in the real term but also in the imaginary parts. So here the two axes are important. The green color showing this portion is showing the imaginary impedance axis, whereas this portion is showing the real impedance axis, so that we can find easily with the help of this scaling. Similarly, we can plot, we can design, we can find all the parameters which are related to this Smith chart. That is nothing but you are the reflection coefficient, that is denoted by the tau, the impedances at the load, also at the terminating point, also the resistances, that is nothing but the R, the reactances, that is nothing but the X. This reactance maybe you are the XL and the XC, and even you can find the voltage standing wave ratio with the help of the reflection coefficient. So these parameters we can find easily, we can draw easily, we can show the result can be shown easily, not only with the help of that chart but also with the help of the software. So we can, if we are going to place the values, if we are going to assign the values, so that can be easily reflected, we can find by placing the scale on that particular thing. So the theoretical as well as the practical value we can observe. So that is possible not only on that chart but also with the help of the software also. If you are substituting the any value, 2 or 3 value, and you want to find out all the rest of the part or the rest of the things, that is also possible here. So we know very well, if we are we are interested to find out that impedances, the impedance will be the product of your the resistance and the reactances, okay. So that is also possible, and even the characteristics impedance which is denoted by the Z0, the reflection coefficient, that is nothing but the 2. So here the positive and the negative both the side, the characteristic impedance can be calculated, that is the imaginary part here. So in this way these are the parameter, how many impedances are there, whether it's a 1, 2, 3, and many impedances you can design the real and the imaginary parts. The values will be here with the help of this location, with the help of this scale, with the help of this notation also you can find easily how the things are coming here, how my Z1, Z2, Z3 are placing here. With the help of these values you can find easily, because this is the R, this is X. Likewise you can identify easily with the help of this circle. So in short, you can say the Smith chart, the first step in the analyzing of a transmission line is located the normalized load impedances on that chart, and this circle is drawn, the what you can say representation of the reflection coefficient, or you can say the standing wave ratio, and this is the central, you can say the center of the circle. With the help of that, finding the center of the center of the circle, with the help of that you can find the many parameters just like your the load impedances and all. So there will be the rotation, okay. If you rotate the clockwise to move towards the generator and that is nothing but away from the load, you can say, and source to load, that all these things is possible with the help of this Smith chart. Even the distance can be moved from the line which is indicating from the outside the chart also. So with the help of this one, the wavelength is all possible to find. So this is towards the generator. This is the shape, how the location is going on, how the horizontal and vertical things are there, how they are away from the generator and how they are towards the generator. That is also possible to look from here. We can find easily how the constant reflection can be found out, how the reflection coefficient can be found out. That is possible, whether that is placed at the source side or whether that is placed at the destination side. That is also possible. So you, by looking this figure, you can identify easily that is nothing but how the reflection coefficient is here, how the reflection coefficient is here, and how the generator is placed, whether it's towards or whether it's away from. So in this way the wavelength is also possible to find out. So these are the reflection is the red line indicating the constant reflection of reflection coefficient circular form. Okay, even this form this indicates the wavelength. So likewise this is the entire circle, the half wave these are repetitions of there. These are the, with the help of the software you can download and you can run it. You are the what we get the Smith chart. By simply changing the values you can find the rest. Okay, so in this way, in short, you can say the first the procedure, you can say how we can do it, this Smith chart with the help of the example. So first locate the normalized impedances on the chart. That is nothing but the ZL will be there. So R plus J of X, draw the circle through the points and the circle gives us the reflection coefficient with the help of this radius, and that you can read from the scale of the bottom chart that we have seen here. And what is the thing which we need to note down is nothing but opposite, whether they are opposite or whether they are normalized to the what you can say load to the admittances and all. So here the impedance and the admittance, we know very well they are inversely proportional to each other, and we are interested in impedance in the series circuit whereas admittance in the parallel circuitry. So that is easily find out. So see here the transmission line is shown here. In that, this is a voltage source is here. Here the load is placed. This is a voltage source at the generator, and these are the impedances at the load side, and this is at the source side, and this one is at the load side. So in this way you can find all the parameters just like the ZL, that is a load impedance, Z0 characteristics impedance, Zg which is at the load generator, okay, and the Vg, that is nothing but voltage at the generator side, and that rest of the thing you can find easily, you can plot easily. Okay, with the help of the software, just simply you can place the value of your the R and the X, and rest of the thing you can find. So in this way, why we are learning this Smith chart is nothing but how the impedance matching is possible, how the stuff is there, how the normalization we can observe easily, how the impedance and admittances, whether they are equals or not, that also we can find out with the help of this one. We can find easily also what is the value of your the radiuses and how that radiuses are placed, where is the location exactly. Thus in this way the goal is nothing but the matching the problems and you just add the impedances so that the total impedance is the characterized. In short, the Smith chart consists of the plot of a normalized impedance or the admittance. With the help of that, the angle and the magnitude will be generalized, the reflection coefficient in the unity circle. So in short, how we got this Smith, this is the scientist name, and this is developed in the 1939 by the P.W. Smith, the scientist name, which is, so this is the nothing but the simply a tool of your analyzing and the designing the transmission line circuits. So we are interested here to use this characterize to observe the performance of your the microwave circuits, the transmission lines circuits. Okay, so this is nothing but the tools which is used to identify many parameters in even in the antenna design. So these are the parameters. Tau L is nothing but you are the what we can say reflection coefficient in terms of the sources, in terms of the characteristics impedances mentioned here. Okay, so in this way the source as well as the destination point you can find easily with the help of the angle also. So here many angles are placed, that is denoted by the theta as well as the beta is placed. Second, here the circle, in this circle you can observe easily the X, that is nothing but the reactances, that is in the circle form. This is the radiuses. See here, these are the all the circle which are placed in the Smith chart. You can find easily that is nothing but the radius in the circle. Constant resistances, that is denoted by the R and also known as your radiuses. this r is equals to so and so, so and so, so and so. Likewise you can find easily the even you can find easily the radiuses in each section, even the constant reactances which is denoted by the x in the circle, and likewise you can find it easily with the help of that, with the help of this central part, and this portion will be 1 by x, this portion is 1 by x. We can start from the 0 to infinite. That is also. So here the real impedances and the imaginary impedances, how we can find the V min and the V max. So here if you go for this section, here will be the minimum voltage, minimum current and minimum impedances. So vice versa. So because V is equals to Iz, so Z is equals to V by I. So V is mean, then the I will be the maximum. So they are vice versa. So likewise you can find the minimum impedances at this portion. So here will be the maximum, all the parameter which you are getting at this place at the green line, so that will be the maximum portion. So these are the what we can say the characteristics, or you can say the properties, are the function of your the Smith chart. How we can find the constant resistance and the reactances we can locate, and okay, all the terms with the help of this orthogonal circles, how we can find the values, how we can find the reflection coefficient, what will be the upper and the lower half representation of your the diagram, that is a representation plus or minus j of x, that is also possible. How I can find the particular point of your the z min and z max with the help of the minimum and the maximum voltage and the minimum and the maximum current. Likewise you can find all these things. You can find the impedance or normalized impedance along with your the admittances. So even though you can find easily the distances in terms of your the wavelength is one. So that we have observed already how the constant reflection coefficient can be get, how the wavelength can be get, parameter can be get, how this portion is a source portion and this portion is a load portion. This middle part is nothing but your the entirely distance between the source and the load, and that is nothing but your the entire portion is the transmission, and all the parameters are mentioned here. You can observe easily how you can locate, how you can determine the mean and the max value of your the voltage. See here the values are mentioned, how we can start, how we can place the value behind the parameter with the help of the formula is mentioned here. How the impedance determined with the help of the short circuiting. The if you are doing the short circuit here if you are assuming here is the switch, if you are doing open and the short circuit, what will be the case, what will be the effect on the wavelength and other parameter, that also you can observe. See here the solution, how we can simplify that with the help of few parameter can be calculated with by using your Smith chart. So in this way we have covered the introductory part of your the Smith chart, which is used in the macrowave circuitry, the transmission line and the antenna design. Thank you so much.